Hey, what up guys, Nako here! Happy New Year! First video in 2016 and we start with Bloodborne The Old Hunters. Today we show you how you can kill Ludwig The Accursed. This is the first boss you'll encounter in the Bloodborne DLC The Old Hunters. He's pretty tough, but hey, what do you expect? It's FromSoftware, so let's go for it! We start at the Nightmare Church. Before we face the boss, we're going to summon an old hunter called Henriett. Spawning in the church, go downstairs and take a turn to the left. We're playing this on NG+, so it's good to have something to distract Ludwig and, well, some extra damage for sure. Ludwig the Accursed has two different forms. The first one is like a two-headed crippled horse kind of thing, and this is probably the hardest part of the whole fight. After he loses like 50% of his health, you'll get a cutscene in which he transforms into his final form. Now wielding his Moonsword and standing on 2 feet, he becomes a lot easier, but we'll go over it in detail. First of all, let's look at a couple of moves which Ludwig uses in his first form. Entering the boss room, run straight towards Ludwig. He starts the fight always with the exact same move. Just dodge to the left and land a couple of hits on his back right leg. Headbutt and the 180 claw swing is one of his standard attacks. Get some distance or try to dodge behind him. The trampling move. Back off as soon as you see him lifting up his forelegs. Jump. As soon as you see him jump up the air, start running in any direction. Don't stand still. You can see blood dropping down the ceiling before he tries to drop on your pretty hunter head. Ludwig also does some nasty spitting moves. Only the right head is able to spit white shit, so dodge to the right and try to hit the other one. Now let's jump into the fight. I'm a level 120 hunter with his skill arcane build. Weapons are gonna use the rifle spear plus 10 and the burial blade plus 10, but mainly the rifle spear. For the first half of the fight, like for his first form, I recommend to use the lock-on function. It worked great for me, but it's probably because I'm spamming fully charged or 2 attacks with the spear. Please let us know in the comments below, guys, which weapon you prefer for this fight. So what I'm basically trying to do is getting behind him and landing hits on his back right leg. I found it to be the easiest spot to damage Ludwig, and there's also a possibility to stagger him. Try to avoid getting hit by his trampling move and be ready to damage the left head when he does his spitting. When his health is like at 50%, you'll get a cutscene in which he grabs his moonlight sword and transforms into his final form.
You were at my side all along. My true mentor, my guiding moonlight.
Okay, now let's check out some moves Ludwig performs during his second form. Blade projectiles. If you stay too far away from the boss, Ludwig will start shooting some glowing projectiles at you. Try to dodge to the right or roll under it. Ground strike. After a few attacks, Ludwig will move the sword to the center of his body and pause before planting it into the ground. This is your warning to get away from the area immediately surrounding the boss. The combo is a standard attack. Just try to stay close to his crouch or try to dodge behind him. Sword beam. When Ludwig drops below 30% health, he adds a secondary attack to his arsenal. Instead of pointing his sword down towards the ground, he lifts it high in the air. This wide area attack is followed by a massive sword attack that shoots a constant and very wide beam towards you. This attack inflicts a huge amount of damage if you don't get out of the way as quickly as possible. When he starts lifting his sword, get some distance and start to run around him without active lock-on function. Okay, now back to the fight. The key to defeat Ludwig is to stay as close as possible to him. Try to stay at his crouch, like where this little crippled leg sticks out. Try to recover health with constant attacks or use some blood veils. If you have some Yosefka blood, use it. When Ludwig does his AoE attacks, make sure to get away from him as quick as possible. That's why I recommend to not use the lock-on function at all in this fight, like in the second half of the fight. If you guys have any other strategies to defeat this ugly fuck, please let us know in the comments below. Son of a motherless goat!
I'll be back.
And stay the fuck down, Quasimodo! Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope we could help you with this guide, and as always, like if you like, dislike if you don't like the shit, and feel free to subscribe to our channel for more awesome gaming stuff. See you next time.